I'm Sarah Starr here with your space weather forecast for July the 20th. Today, supercharged energy. We have the full moon in Capricorn. Here we are with the peak building up. We are having influences from Neptune. We are in the Mars final degrees in Taurus before we shift into Gemini. Geomagnetic storm on its way now. Early in the day, we have Neptune and Mars influencing each other. It's going to bring about a lot of excitement, about new inspirations. You are going to be super inspired today, and you're going to be centered around that. So the final degrees of Taurus influencing Mars is really going to take an impact in that before it shifts right into that Gemini energy. But today the energy is intensifying mainly due to the full moon in Capricorn, the second full moon, mind you, in Capricorn. And with that, it's going to bring a lot of different ascension symptoms. You have a lot of tidal pull, right? So you may feel off balance. Watch your step, guys. Watch where you're going. You may feel spacey, confused. You may feel like just fuzzy brain, head pressure. You're going to get a tightness in the chest and overall anxiety. There is an energy building. So you're experiencing this feeling of anxiousness today, this feeling of urgency and just restlessness. You cannot sleep. You just feel like you're bouncing off of the walls. You're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And this is mainly due to the reason because you don't know what it is and you don't know what to do. So just breathe. Everything's okay. Just breathe. Remain calm. Try to remain neutral because clarity is going to follow shortly after. This is only temporary. Prepare for some major energy shifts. This weekend's full moon plus the planetary alignments and the geomagnetic storm are really going to make this potent energy. So honestly, expect the unexpected. Today is a multitasking day, a networking day. This is a day where you can work on your projects because your mind, your internal mind is going to be zooming and it needs to do something and focus on something. Yet again, you don't know what it is or what to do, but you need to focus on something, but remain calm. Tomorrow's influence is going to be centered around what goals did you meet? What things did you achieve during this time? This is your new chapter, right? So what is bringing everything together? The moon is trine Uranus also that day, and it's going to encourage that breaking of old patterns yet again with the full moon, letting go and letting it be free. As our moon shifts out of the Capricorn energy and a little bit more into that Aquarius energy, this is the brainstorming period. This is when you start small and you think big. We also have a conjunction with Pluto today, so this is going to require some internal processing. And we have Venus that is sextile Jupiter. What this means is it's going to increase your love life. It is going to increase financial opportunities. This is going to bring about social interactions. And this is going to end with Mercury square Uranus. This is a big deal because it's going to bring unexpected news, sudden changes. Be on the lookout. This is going to open up new opportunities, and this may be a really good thing or it may just make your world crumble. But remember, this is about a new chapter. This is about shedding those old belief systems and everything. This is about upgrading your life to the sudden changes, to these significant shifts. And overall, it's about what is essential to you. What's going to help you on your path of progression? There's going to be opportunities galore for you. They're just shedding all of these opportunities. This is going to create a new frame of mind. This is going to create better habits overall, whether it be health or just a mental thing or whatever type of pattern you need to break. Break those habits. We don't need that because we're presented with new opportunities to move us forward. You just have to be open to it and okay with it. And if it doesn't go the best way, make your peace with it and let it go. And as we go into our geomagnetic storm energy, this is also going to create a layer right on top of it. Today, we're going to see it increase into those KP3, KP4 levels before it meets its potency yet again when we reach into that full moon energy. So into those KP4, KP5 active G1 geomagnetic storm levels. Now these G1 are minor. However, we can never really track how large these could really possibly potentially be. So it could go a little bit higher, but our current solar speeds right now, we are at a nominal level of 365.8 kilometers per second. So we will see what the mark hits tomorrow and then we'll report back. Same with the density, very low, 1.84. And although the coronal hole is heading its way off of the western limb, heading towards that way and actually dissipating in size, this still is going to create a little bit of a stream tethered to Earth. So we could also see more of that pull that we're feeling not only with the moon, but with the sun. The geomagnetic storm is mainly due to an M3.2 flare that erupted from the sun on the 16th. This all came from region 3751. This region is Earth facing right now. So if we have a solar flare influence, we could get another geomagnetic storm easily. Let's take a look at this. This is region 3751. We've been keeping our eye on it. Yesterday it formed a small delta configuration, but it's still in beta, delta, and gamma range, making it a potential hazard for solar flares. So we can see that our proton level is still at that 10%. We have a slight chance of getting into those solar radiation storms if we have something that erupts from there with a high proton level, such as this. X-class flare probability still at that 5%, and it is stretching out, and those intermediate spots and trailing spots are kind of losing balance. So the number of sunspots has decreased as well as the size, but we're continuously seeing some C-class flares and some low M-class flares. Right now we're just waiting on geostorm activity, and you just feel this energy pulling today, and it's going to increase. Take care of yourself. And with our Schumann resonance, we are still getting so much density, so much purging that is going on with the full moon increase. We're getting so much light codes from all of that photonic light. We have those X-class flares, those M-class flares, and it is just a buildup, a pressure cooker energy. It's a pressure cooker energy. So the main priority today is to take care of yourself. You need to hydrate. Number one, we have a geomagnetic storm and a full moon. So hydration and grounding is wonderful. You need to do some meditations of some sort. Sit in a quiet room just by yourself. You need some peace and quiet, and you know you do. You need to shed those old patterns. We don't need that shit in our life anymore. Break from it. Today is the day. And we have a really good sextile going on. So love life, financial opportunities, be a social butterfly. But sudden changes are going to be happening, significant changes, so just be on the lookout because it's coming. I'm Sarah Starr. This is your space weather forecast of the day. Love ya.